Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
Okay. Yeah. Yesterday, I got a nice question from a guy on LinkedIn, and this was his real profile. Huh? So he sends me a message. He's a businessman, CEO, kind of like well-to-do, I guess, successful, whatever. Okay, that's how his image actually shows. So he sent me a message. He had a nice suit and tie. He looked really prim, proper, professional. And he had sent me this LinkedIn in-mail. And he actually sent me, man, who the fuck are you trying to fool? His actual wordings were, who the fuck are you trying to fool? I mean, what's with this half-naked videos and all that? He's saying, you're talking about, say something like, you're talking about guts to talk to you with your real profile. This is my real profile. This is my link. This is my whatever he gave. He's saying, and here, I'm from Mumbai. Very proudly, I'm from Mumbai, And he's saying, I'm asking you, who the fuck would take your service? He was talking about, I dress up pretty shabby. He's like, you dress up, you're half naked most of in your videos. You dress up like a beggar, okay? He's saying, I wouldn't employ you to even be my office boy. And you parade yourself talking you're this branding strategist and this and that. He's saying, who are you trying to fool? Huh? He's saying, you come down to India. He's saying, I'll make you straight or something like that. So he was pretty upfront and aggressive. He's saying, not trying to hate on you, but I'm trying to ask you upfront, who are you trying to fool and what the fuck is this? Let's see if you have the guts to answer. And he put his name, he put his number, straight away, and he said, P.S. You want me to have a video session with you? I'm game. So I'm sure some of you who don't like me or whatever, or who are critics or who are skeptic about me, what I do, I'm sure you must have also asked yourself same thing. Who the fuck would come to a guy who's half naked? In fact, I don't blame you. Any normal person, any person with common sense would ask, what the fuck is this? Why is this guy dressed up like a freak? Why does this guy look like this? Why doesn't he dress up proper, even if not in suit and tie? And the biggest question of all, if I'm giving services for the corporate world, shouldn't I look corporate? Shouldn't I at least present myself in a suit and tie, at least in videos where I'm talking about branding? That's a very good question, and I appreciated what that guy said and did, and I even more appreciated the fact that he sent me this message. Before I answer this question, I'll tell you what I told him. I said, you're right. I told him, you're absolutely right, 100%. For someone who is seeking a person with a suit and tie to be a service provider, I don't qualify. But for someone who is only seeking the end product, irrespective of my tastes, my preferences, my lifestyle, my religious belief, or my personality, is only interested in the final product, I qualify for those people. I don't think you're wrong. I said, you're perfectly right. You should go approach someone with a suit and tie. So I said, and I put, regards. No sooner I did that, he responded again. He responded saying that, I didn't expect you to respond in such a way. I was expecting you to use profanities. I said, for what? You asked me a sensible question. You asked me something that is very right. Only difference was your tone was slightly aggressive, saying what the fuck and this and that. I said that's okay, that's fine. And we started talking on WhatsApp, and by the end, he added me on his network, and we're just cool, chill pill, Now I'll tell you what I shared with him and what I answered him. And I'm in this video, I'm going to even answer this question. Why is it that I'm half naked? Why is it that I don't wear a suit and tie? Why is it I dress up like a beggar? Okay, to answer the question. Now, this rebellious nature of mine has always liked to question everything, whether it is about God, about religion, whether it is any religious practice. Like, for example, my mother used to say, take the blessings of your grandmother, you'll always be happy. So I have to ask, why? What does these blessings do? What qualifies this person? Is it just age? And when you bless, what happens? Like my mother used to say, put your hands up and pray to God. So I have to ask, why hands up? Why not side? Why not like this? Why not half of? Why? Light a candle. Why light a candle? So I have to always ask these questions. And people used to get irritated with me. Oh, what the heck? Why are you asking all these questions? Like my mother used to say, study hard, then you'll become something. Why? Why study? What? And then I asked my who's studying? I don't see people who are working studying. So I always had this habit of asking questions. So as I grew up, obviously in the corporate world, I used to wonder, why the fuck do people wear a tie? Seriously, ask yourself this question. Why do people wear with a suit you wear a tie, right? I used to always ask people, what is the function of a tie? Seriously, from a very young age, I asked people, what is the function of a tie? What service does it provide? Is it to protect your shirt from getting dirty? Is it to dab your face? Is it only to look attractive, you're wearing earrings? What is the function? And the funny thing was, nobody was able to answer this. Nobody. And people used to wonder, what's wrong with you? Why are you asking such questions? So I used to see people simply following rules, and some people were like, no, this is protocol, corporate protocol. Yeah, but what function does it serve? It should serve a function. We wear shoes to protect our feet. Socks, okay, so our feet don't stink. Okay, underwear, okay, fine. Trousers, fine. Tie for what? And then I used to ask people, why the fuck do people in the Middle East wear a fucking suit? Why do you wear a jacket? In the UK or Europe and all that, the English, Western countries, it's cold. It's fucking cold. It's sometimes 5 degrees, 10 degrees. It's cold. I've been to Dublin and it's bone chilling. Your bones feel the chill weather. But here in bloody Middle East, where the temperature is fucking 50 degrees, you can fry a bloody egg. As it is, if you just wear a t-shirt, you'll be dripping with sweat. Why the fuck do you wear a banyan inside, on top of that a shirt, on top of that a fucking suit? Are you fucking stupid? It's like dressing up like an Eskimo, fucking hot country. And then in India or any other country, Asian, it's so humid. You'll be so humid, and you're wearing a suit. So I used to always ask, why? And nobody could give me an answer. In fact, when smartphones came out and they had the timing on it, I even asked people, why are you wearing a watch? You can see the time on the clock, right? See, now I'm wearing the watch only because it has a heart rate monitor and it measures how much I walk. Otherwise, I think for 15 years or 20 years, I didn't wear a watch. The only time I wore a watch was for my half marathon or to check my heart rate or pulse. That was only during my coaching phase. Others, I didn't find a purpose. I never used it to check the time. So now, I used to always ask questions and I used to wonder what is the point, the purpose. So in the same way, when I moved towards my career path, I asked, what is the point of a tie, suit, these formal shoes which are so uncomfortable? Why not wear slippers? Why not wear comfy shoes? And that was where I bumped into Steve Jobs' profile. And I saw this guy, because people used to tell me, if you're successful, if you're rich, if you want respect, you have to wear suit and tie and this and that. Finally, I happened to see Steve Jobs. And I was like, oh, this guy is wearing a turtleneck. This guy is wearing jeans. He's wearing, sneakers. Why? And that is why people told me, oh, Loy, because it's a creative company, because it's an IT company. IT creative, not just IT. But other people don't wear. So I was, okay, only creative companies wear. So I was like, good, I want to be creative. So I don't like to wear suit. Very soon, I noticed that, these very few people used to stand out, like Sergey Brin, the founders of Google and all that. I noticed film actors and actresses. I noticed some fighters. Like, they would never wear suit and tie. But yes, there were many. So I decided, then and there only, if some people are wearing, means it shouldn't be a problem, right? So I decided, early in my career, wherever possible, I'd wear a t-shirt, jeans, wherever possible. However, after my 2011 suicide, that video of mine, after I tried to commit suicide, and when I decided to rethink my life, reevaluate my life, how I'm going to live it, I made a decision then and there only that if I'm going to live my life, I'll live it on my rules, my terms. Okay? But for that, I would have to generate so much of value where I don't have to dance to people's tunes. People will dance to mine. Okay? If they want my service. So when I spoke to my mentor, and by the way, I told you, my mentor, Arab Muslim Emirati, he was like, no, Loy, you always have to dress up with a suit and tie if you want to be a coach and trainer and all. Because most companies do not accept people with the shirt and jeans and all that. So I was like, okay, quiet. But still, even though my mentor said it, still I was determined. I am only going to wear a t-shirt, black, because it was the easiest color. Even if it got dirty, it was no problem. Jeans, because even if it was dirty, you could wear it for 2-3 times. You didn't have to constantly wash it. And actually slippers, slippers, not even shoes. Slippers means not bathroom slippers, like, nice, good looking sandals, even slip-ons, like the Crocs. Okay. So I decided to make that part of my branding. This is 13 years ago. 13. I was 36 that time. Yeah, 36 minus 44. How many? Very bad at maths there. 8 years ago. 8? Yeah, whatever. Okay. So there I made it officially my brand. Before that, it used to be sometime. Now, did I lose opportunities with that? Yes, I did lose, because in some cases people said, we want you to dress up formal and this and that. And I said no. And where they insisted I dress up formal, I said I wouldn't mind doing it. That is when I used to do public trainings. And I said, okay, I'll charge you 40% more, because the money, the difference, I'll either rent out an outfit or I'll buy, or you can buy it for me, I'll wear it and then you can keep it. So people found it an unnecessary expense and said, fine, okay, fine, you can wear this. Were there contracts I lost? Yes. But were there contracts I did get? Yes. And you'd be surprised to know, I got invited to Oracle. I got invited to speak at Google. I got invited to speak at Microsoft, Samsung, LG, even Landmark Group. Okay, I got invited by all of them to speak with my t-shirt, jeans and sandals. Okay, slippers or whatever you call it. Now that reinforced my belief that I didn't need to dress up with a suit and tie to get opportunities, and they were not formal events, so to speak. Some were formal events like Samsung and LG, where I spoke to the top creme de la creme, where you'll be surprised to know some of the attendees, they literally stood up and said, I'm sorry, but I cannot attend session where the presenter doesn't know how to present himself, and they got up and they walked off. So, well, you can't help it. Okay. In fact, you see my TED talk. What was I wearing? Finally, it came down to, as I started to get more gigs, I realized it didn't matter how I dressed up. What mattered was the value that I offered people. And because I was so obsessed with offering value, because I was so obsessed over keeping the customer happy in terms of the end result, it literally didn't matter. In fact, this is the strangest part. People, when they see me, they see my tattoos, they're like, what the fuck? The first time when you, of course, I don't blame you. When you see the first time, you're like, what the fuck? Because it's not normal. However, after, when you talk to me for 2-3, like couple of minutes, or as time goes by and you see me again, people have told me that the tattoos vanish. They don't notice the tattoos anymore. They feel it's normal. They feel this is Loy. They don't know. In fact, if you ask my wife about the tattoo, she'll be like, she didn't notice. In fact, I myself don't notice I have tattoos until I notice I have tattoos. People even ask me, doesn't your baby get scared? Loy, your baby must be horrified. My baby has grown up looking at this face. For her, she'll feel this is normal. It's like looking hideous and ugly, and they think this is normal. So the fact remains that people who approach me, people who come to me, they very clearly know who I am, what do I stand for, my rebellious nature, my ideas, my thoughts. And they don't come to me for my suit and tie, for my clothes. They come to me for my knowledge. They come to me for my expertise. They come to me for the value that they get. If I were to go in a corporate marketplace where everyone's wearing suit and tie, 100% I'd be rejected. 100%. Okay? And let's say, for example, there's a government gathering or something. There I might wear a suit and tie. Like, for example, when Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg went for the congressional hearing, or went to meet the president of USA, even Bill Gates, they all wore suit and tie. Otherwise, they didn't wear. So if, let's say, a minister or someone calls me, which they will never, I'll wear a suit and tie. Okay, for that particular day. I might just rent out or some cheap whatever. So protocol has to be maintained. But otherwise, for me as a normal person, I don't have to. And one last thing, okay, which I want to share with you. You need to identify your target market. You need to know who is your customer. If you are not aware of who your target market is, and you market yourself to them and you violate, then you will not survive. Like, for example, would I target my videos and my articles to Saudi? Absolutely no. Absolutely no. Because they are a conservative place. I have got Saudi clients. I did get a few. But some of them, after they became my client, after the service, then later on when they checked my videos, some of them were offended about that video that I put about Saudi. 800,000 expats are leaving Saudi, and I have literally said some of the Saudi things are lazy and racist. They're like, sorry Loy, I can't do business with you. Some people said, I've literally got Arab Muslims who came up to me when I used to give presentation. Loy, Yahi, they would close the door, like VIPs, big guys. They would close the door, talk to me. Loy, I'm so honored and all that. But Loy, your image, your look is haram. It goes against Islam. I want to give your message to my child, but how can I do it without showing your appearance? So I used to tell them, just do the audio recording. It's simple. And then they would ask me, why you look like this? This is shaitan. You have abused your body. In fact, even Christians tell me, why have you destroyed your body? According to them, this is destruction, So it's a perspective. I don't say it's wrong. It's some people, for me, it has worked out well. Other designs, great, no. But it has worked out well. So in conclusion, what I want to tell you is, you need to know your target market. You need to know who are your customers, who are your clients. You need to know what are the rules of the marketplace that you approach. See, what is the reason I left UAE itself? Because I knew this appearance, this look, this personality was too controversial for the Arab Middle East market. Which is why even I didn't even move to India, because I knew if I had a political point of view, I am in danger of making unwanted enemies. So, and plus, there were various other reasons which you can check my other video why I chose Thailand over India. So, in a nutshell, it's simply this. You should know who your target market is. You should know what your target market wants. And you should be the best at delivering it. Once you do that, everything else that you do is irrelevant. And I think we live in a day and age where today, because of social media, people put their noses where it shouldn't be. Like, what is your religion? Oh, you're gay. Oh, you're homosexual. Oh, you're transgender. Oh, he's having sex with 18-year-olds, 16-year-olds. Oh, he's smoking, he's drinking. Oh, he abuses animals. Oh, he sounds racist. Why the fuck are you bothered about all that? Just close your eyes, focus on what is good. Take the good, ignore the bad. You disagree with his opinions, you don't like his personality, you don't like his point of view. Fuck all that. Focus on what your business is with that person. Get your job done. Go mind your own business. Finish. So I hope this makes sense to you. And, keep in mind, nobody pays me for my good looks or my wardrobe. People pay me for my expertise, my experience, and the value that I give them. So I hope this makes sense to you. I hope this answered your question. And please, I love a thought-provoking question. Feel free to ask me any of them. And yeah, you want to add me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You want to follow me if you want. Up to you. You want to connect? Feel free. All right? You guys take care. This is signing off.
Are you fed up of life? Earning a pathetic salary, working long hours, having an ungrateful boss, facing office politics, the constant fear of losing your job, and after paying rent, groceries, shopping, and children's expenses, you were left with hardly any savings. Is this the life you dreamed of? Or do you wish to change your life forever? Meet Loy Machedo, the world's #1 personal branding coach. He will help you identify the real you, position and sell yourself by getting the job of your dreams, and make good money anywhere in the world. If you do not believe me, Google his name, Loy Machedo, and you will find 2 million web links online and over 200 recommendations from very happy clients. So the question is, do you want to change your life? If yes, then contact Loy Machedo. www.loymachedo.com. Who is loymachedo.com? Thinkpersonalbranding.com. What are you waiting for? Do it now.